Right, we're going to multiply decimals. So we're going to multiply 7.9 or 7 and 9 tenths times 42 hundredths or 0.42. So we're going to multiply those together. So in multiplying, the way that I like to solve it is I first just forget the decimals. I just pretend that they aren't there. So that's the first step, is just forget the decimals. And the reason why is because I'm just going to multiply kind of like normal. And so we're going to make sure we're lining up the numbers. So to do that, if I forget the decimal, we can just pretend that that's not there for right now, and then we're just going to get rid of that. So it'd just be 79 times 42. So we're going to just line up those numbers, okay? So I always like to think about it as line up the numbers. Okay, so we're going to do 79 times 42. See how I forgot the decimals, and then I just kind of bring the numbers down. And then we're just going to multiply like we normally do. And the way that I like to multiply is I like to cross multiply. So to cross multiply, the first thing we're going to do is 9 times 2. And 9 times 2 is 18. Remember how we bring that 1 up and we bring the 8 down. Then we cross, so then we're going to do 2 times 7. And 2 times 7 is 14, plus 1 is 15. So we get 158. And then for me, I like to cross that off so I know I've used those numbers. And now I'm going to cross with the 4. So I'm going to do 4 times 9 is 36. Carry the 3, bring the 6 down. Don't forget we have to add that 0 here. Some kids like to use 0, some like to use X's. Just remember you got to scoot over one place value. Then let's keep going. Then we're going to do 4 times 7 is 28, and then we got to add 3, so that's 31. Okay, remember we're adding we're lining up our place value here. That's really important. Okay, the next step is we add. So we're going to add 8 and 0 is 8. We're going to do 5 and 6, and that's 11. We're going to add our 1s, that's 3, and then we bring that 3 down. Okay? All right, so that's kind of how we would multiply it like normal. Now, the second thing is we are going to scoot our decimals, is how I like to think about it. And we're going to be scooting it inward. Okay, so we're going to scoot in. And if you think about scooting in, you're scooting to the left. Okay, so the way that I like to do that is, again, now I'm going to put my decimals back in here. So do you see how there's that decimal there? So I'm going to scoot, starting here, 1. So that's 1 place value. Here, I have 0.42. So I'm going to scoot it 2 places in. And then that gives me a total of 3 scoots. So I have to scoot it left 3 times. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and that's where my decimal goes. So my final answer is 3 and 318 thousandths.